Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Get Healthy Store featured webinar. Tonight, we have very special guests, our new brand on the platform, and we're so excited. New Earth is here. Michelle Sherman is here, the National Sales Director, and she is with Dr. Joel Kahn and Dr. Tracey Thomas, who are going to present on all the science in this incredible product. I have added it to my Get Healthy store. I love it. I have tried the powder. I've tried a few of the supplements, and I think they're fantastic. So Michelle, would you mind just giving us a little introduction on who you are and a little bit about New Earth?
Absolutely. So I'm Michelle Sherman. I am with New Earth. I'm the National Sales Director for the Provider Division. So launching these great products that have been around for over 30 years to healthcare providers for your patients. And I've been in the nutraceutical space for almost 2 decades. I love what I do. I'm very passionate about patient outcomes and just working with healthcare providers. So really excited to share these products with you tonight. I do want to introduce our 2 speakers. So first, Tracey Thomas is New Earth's medical science liaison. She has over 20 years practicing as a naturopathic doctor and is also a fellow of the American Board of Naturopathic Oncology. And as a medical science liaison, Tracey is passionate about engaging healthcare providers on the science of natural therapies to promote health, wellness, and longevity. And our guest speaker, Dr. Joel Kahn, is one of the world's top cardiologists, has treated thousands of acute heart attacks during his 40-year career. He'd like to prevent all future heart attacks by breaking through to the public to educate and inspire a new holistic lifestyle. Dr. Kahn has changed his approach and focuses on being a holistic cardiologist. At the core, Dr. Kahn believes that plant-based nutrition is the most powerful source of preventative medicine on the planet. He passionately lectures throughout the country about the health benefits of a plant-based anti-aging diet, inspiring a new generation of thought leaders to think scientifically and critically about the body's ability to heal itself through proper nutrition. So without further ado, I'm going to start, and then I will pass it on to Dr. Thomas and Dr. Kahn. So New Earth has been around for over 30 years. We have 30 years experience in harvesting algae, microalgae in Lake Klamath. So Lake Klamath is in Southern Oregon. We are also a Blue Zones project company approved. And as you all know, Blue Zones are the rare longevity hotspots around the world. So we do have programs at our company that lower healthcare costs, improve productivity, boost national recognition as a place to live, work, and play. So New Earth is anchored in AFA. It's a natural superfood, scientifically studied and produced to exacting industry standards. Like I said before, we're located in Southern Oregon. Lake Klamath is rich in sediment and natural minerals, and it's the ideal ecosystem for wild microalgae or AFA. It's harvested at the source. So our manufacturing facility is only a couple miles from the lake where our harvesting location is located. And I also do want to stress our 3 pillars: live, give, and grow. So what we mean to live fully means to be healthy first, healthy in body, mind, and spirit. And giving is such a core part of who we are that we've integrated it into the way we do business. New Earth's vision is to bring the power of Earth's first foods to every body and every soul on the planet. And we are excited to partner with healthcare providers to help patients grow and transform to a healthier lifestyle. So wild AFA, or Aphanizomenon floss aquae, is our flagship ingredient. Wild AFA is one of the most profoundly nourishing foods on the planet. It is a superfood that's rich in a wide spectrum of phytonutrients, plant-based proteins, minerals, and essential fatty acids, and other micronutrients. AFA supports a range of health benefits by supplying whole food nutrients to our body, or to our cells. So these are our flagship products: Body, Mind, and Wild Algae Blend. Body and Mind come in tablets and capsules. Mind is a concentrated form of the microalgae, and it is removed. The Mind has the cell membrane removed, as opposed to the body, which has the entire AFA. And then, of course, Wild Algae Blend is the powder form. There are many benefits to AFA, and here are some bulleted benefits. So biomodulates physical wellness for overall energy and performance. It provides essential amino acids and fatty acids that nourish the brain, promotes enhanced absorption and assimilation of food nutrients, supports a healthy digestive system, sustains healthy immune system function, and offers a vast variety of micronutrients in a convenient form. And it really is a nutritional powerhouse with over 30+ scientific studies. And the scientific evidence is going to be presented by Tracey Thomas, Dr. Tracey Thomas, as well as Dr. Joel Kahn. So I will pass the torch over to Tracey.
Well, I'm excited to present on the decades and years of research that have demonstrated AFA is not known for its single health benefit, and it's known for the multiple benefits across several organ systems. As a whole food and a superfood, we believe in the philosophy that if we provide our body with the fuel and necessary nutrients that it needs, our bodies will intrinsically take care and heal themselves. So tonight we'll focus on the research of AFA, its antioxidant activity, how it can help support and improve academic performance, enhance our own immune health, and we'll touch on the future of the research of AFA in regards to stem cells. Let's look at the antioxidant properties, and a brief reminder. We'll start with the understanding that phycocyanin, or PC, is a blue pigment known to exhibit very strong antioxidant as well as anti-inflammatory activity. We know that additionally, antioxidants from natural sources, such as AFA, a microalgae, are more easily absorbed and therefore may have a greater protective effect. This in vitro study demonstrated AFA extracts that were enriched with phycocyanin, PC, showed a significant dose-dependent protective effect. And this was shown by slowing down the hemolysis of red blood cells and therefore reducing the oxidative damage. And this was noted after 4 hours of incubation. In addition to the oxidative damage report study previously, we also know this next study looks at the oxygen radical absorption capacity, or ORAC value. The ORAC value has widely been used in natural medicines and dietary supplements and foods to quantify the scavenging capacity of antioxidants. When we compare the ORAC value to our well-known master antioxidant of glutathione and ascorbic acid, we found that the PC in AFA was significantly higher when compared to glutathione and ascorbic acid. You can see that demonstrated in the graph here. And as we review some of the products from New Earth that support antioxidant activity, maybe Dr. Kahn can speak towards the importance of oxidative stress and why we want to look to incorporate these products into our protocols.
Dr. Kahn, cardiologist, university professor. Thank you. Oxidative stress, the fact that we're alive, we breathe, we drink water, we intake foods, and they're not always of the highest quality and highest purity, and they create a reaction of superoxide radicals and free radicals, and we need to have a defense system. And we know when we eat brightly colored fruits and vegetables, we get antioxidants, we have a defense system. I take other precautions, but superfood supplements that are rich in ORAC value and rich in antioxidant activity can protect us. In fact, one of the concepts for longevity is 8 pillars of metabolism and a healthy antioxidant status. And you can measure this in the urine. I measure something called isoprostane urinary content. And I see very frequently patients of mine that have an imbalance in oxidative stress, an excess of oxidative stress. And that's when you pull out nature's gift from Lake Klamath and the very, very high ORAC value of these products we're talking about with AFA derivation. So thank you. This is research. We like when there's research. This is comparing the antioxidant potential of AFA samples, the microalgae we're talking about, the unpronounceable chemical we'll call AFA, versus 2 other very healthy choices, chlorella and spirulina. But how does the microalgae, the AFA microalgae, compare with antioxidant status? And what I love about this topic is we're talking about peer-reviewed research, published research, maybe one study, maybe multiple studies. And here you can see that compared to kelp, chlorella, and spirulina on both the left and the right is really the main finding, the average antioxidant potential values of these different products. You can see how much higher the antioxidant potential was with AFA from wild microalgae, as is found in New Earth products, compared to chlorella and spirulina. Now, chlorella and spirulina are better than a cheeseburger, fries, and a malt, but they are not reaching the highest levels of antioxidant protection for your patients, for your own health. So why not shoot for the best? And this is a chart you definitely want to study after this webinar and find it online, because it compares in 2 different boxes some of the properties of AFA, wild microalgae, Lake Klamath, compared to spirulina, compared to chlorella. And the important differences are wild harvest for AFA right out of nature compared to usually man-made ponds for both spirulina and chlorella. I jump over, there's a really interesting compound called, let's see if I can do it, phycoerythrocyanin, an MAO-B inhibitor, found in AFA, not found in spirulina and chlorella. That may be part of the reason people talk about feeling good when they add wild microalgae from New Earth. You talk about a prebiotic that is present, according to scientific publications, in AFA, not present in spirulina and chlorella. And the last one, I'm going a little out of order, but it's fascinating, is the amount of data in animal models that stem cells can be stimulated and proliferate, even in human adult bone marrow that's done in vitro with AFA. There is some data for spirulina, but it's limited, and there's no data for chlorella. So this concept about plant-based stem cell stimulation, which a lot of the naturopathic community uses, the homeopathic community uses, but relatively unknown in the medical community, is exciting. And although the font is very small, the references about stimulating human adult stem cells with AFA is in the references below 5 and 6. Thank you. Great chart. And then this is the real deal. If there's so many micronutrients and minerals and protein and essential fatty acids, as well as potential for stem cell stimulation and the rest. Can you actually measure something of benefit? And all these advantages may have a great brain benefit. So this was a actual study of academic status, academic attendance, class participation, nutritional status in children in Nicaragua, published in 1995, but peer-reviewed publication, adding in AFA-based 1 gram of superfood to their diet, and everything improved: academics, attendance, class participation, nutritional status. So we get a hint. If we can improve this in children, we should do it. And if we can improve it in adults, we must do it. So all is good. And we have products specifically focused on the brain aspects: memory, focus, concentration, and mood, the mind and the body. Probably you're watching the screen. I don't know if anybody can see. I holding up my bottle of body, just 4 small capsules. I love that they're veggie capsules, providing 1 gram of AFA, organic microalgae. That's one of the products, along with the body product that has a slightly different preparation, the mind product, slightly different preparation of the AFA. But the benefits are real. It's a great pick you up without a cup of coffee or an espresso. Maybe I'll go one more. This is an interesting study from 2008. Again, real data. This happens to be rat data. Given a kidney toxin called cisplatin, that of course is used as chemotherapy in a number of settings. And cisplatin is known to be nephrotoxic. So they did a model where they got cisplatin and looked at creatinine, and creatinine really deteriorated. It elevated, so kidney function deteriorated. But with various doses of AFA, 25, 50, and 100 milligrams, with the same dose of cisplatin, there was nearly complete blunting of the nephrotoxicity that was seen with cisplatin, indicating maybe through pathways we're not certain of, but pathways that involve oxidative stress, inflammation, maybe plant-based stem cell release. This has also been shown in protecting liver cells and acetaminophen toxicity and other sources of kidney and liver damage. So beautiful to see such compelling studies. And there are a range of products that are anticipated based on these peer-reviewed publications. My favorite being the one I have here in front of me, Just Body. I do want to just give a shout out, but before I turn the mic back over, the only blue label here in front of you is the AFA microalgae product called Energize. And as a cardiologist, this one is particularly enticing because it contains coenzyme Q10 as ubiquinol, a wonderful heart supportive, mitochondrial supportive agent. It also has both reishi and oyster mushroom extracts, olive polyphenols. I love olive polyphenols for all the support they are for antioxidant activity, and then the wild microalgae. So Energize in the cardiovascular arena is just a superstar. We maybe should relabel it with a red label rather than a blue label. It's such a heart star.
And I will, before we jump into the immune system, I do have to tack on the AFA and protecting from nephrotoxicities is quite phenomenal research. If we think about, there's a natural dietary supplement that shows potential as a supportive therapy that can that can minimize the damaging side effects of not only pharmaceuticals, drugs, and chemo. We could certainly protect the healthy tissues, keep patients on their treatment schedules, improve their quality of life, and ultimately improve the overall outcomes. So to be able to see research like this at this level in the oncology space is very supportive in integrative medicine.
Here's what I found.
All right, as our first line of defense, we know that our immune cells are among the most important cells in our body. This study showed that AFA not only increased the number of immune cells, it also improved our own immune surveillance, without directly stimulating the immune system. The second study compared AFA to a well-known polysaccharide known for its immune modulating activity, and that was beta-glucan, which many of you use in mushroom extracts and in support of how can we enhance our patient's immune system. The PSK from the AFA was found to be more active compared to beta-glucan and 1,000 times more active at stimulating macrophage activity. Here's your immune support products to consider. Your Body Earth, the wild algae blend is the powder containing a single agent of only AFA, and our Defend and Spectrobiotic, which have additional immune support in those formulas. Some say that the future of medicine lies within our master cells. As we increase the research relevant to longevity, and we seek to learn more about therapies to support stem cell regeneration and proliferation, this in vitro study is very promising, showing that AFA might be a novel agent to delay our aging process and support our own stem cell rejuvenation. And this preliminary study suggested AFA concentrate in combination with other natural ingredients may promote stem cell proliferation. And the other natural ingredients was a proprietary blend of blueberry extract, green tea extract, carnosine, and vitamin D3. It was a proprietary nutraceutical formulation. It is important to note that these studies and many more are on your provider website, newearthpro.com. So you can feel free to review them in detail, as well as find many other studies that we were limited in presenting. We took out some highlights this evening. Two products to consider for stem cell support. And Dr. Kahn, if you want to speak more towards the innovation of research and support of stem cells, and take it from here.
Yeah, well, it's all about right now Yamanaka factors, taking fibroblasts and causing them to be surrounded by 4 compounds that won the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 2012, Dr. Yamanaka, and cause fibroblasts to go backwards and become pluripotent stem cells that you can use for right now. Human eye disease is the main clinical research program, but ultimately many more. But all of that is still very complex, very preliminary under clinical trial restrictions. And, natural ways to stimulate stem cells, you maybe can count 5 on your hand if you look at some of the data. But again, preliminary data that microalgae AFA does increase human stem cell production in vitro setting. So we have to be cautious we don't oversell the science till we have more science. It's very helpful. It's very exciting. And again, there's Energize, the product I particularly like because of the mushroom, the olive polyphenol, and the ubiquinol coenzyme Q10. There's a lot on this slide. Tracey, you want to just wrap it up here?
Sure. I think this slide summarized everything that we started with, in that AFA is not known for one single benefit in regards to our health, longevity, wellness, and fighting illness and disease. And AFA has been shown across every organ system and multiple benefits, from brain health to tissue repair, our healthy bones, the stem cells, our immune health, and many more. So this summary slide really, I don't know of any other superfood or natural dietary supplement that is able to impact all of our organ systems. Here's your macronutrient profile for AFA. The daily dose is recommended at 1 gram and is 300 to 400 calories. And you can see the macronutrient ratio is ideal at 54% protein, 29% carbohydrates, and 6% minerals, fiber, and 5% fat. If I could create the perfect meal plate for patients and individuals and draw out, this is the serving size of protein, this is how much the percentage should comprise, I can't imagine a more ideal or optimal meal plan for our patients. Here we have the phytopigments in AFA. These phytopigments can help in our ability to focus, concentrate. They support us being creative. And the PEA is what's responsible to help that focus and concentration as well. There are 60 plus minerals in AFA, and they are necessary for many of our biochemical reactions. AFA contains all of our 20 amino acids, and according to the World Health Organization, has the perfect amino acid profile. Your 13 necessary vitamins are also in AFA and essential to our good health. You're well aware of antioxidants and how they quench free radicals to avoid damage to the cells. And we focused on several studies this evening showing the superiority of antioxidant potential and properties of AFA compared to other microalgae. Here's the fatty acid profile. And it is important to note that the total fatty acid content of AFA is 4%. And of that 4% is what you see in the ratio breakdown here. 55% non-essential fatty acids, 37% omega-3s, and 8% omega-6. So similar to the nutrient profile, if I could find the ideal and optimal ratio of our essential and omega-3 to omega-6 ratio, you see it's all contained here in AFA.
Thank you so much, Tracey and Dr. Kahn, going over all the great studies that we have. I'm just going to go over some certifications that we have at New Earth, as well as our product certifications, and then I will pass it back to Dr. Tracey Thomas and Dr. Kahn to close up our evening tonight. So our facility certifications, we are NSF GMP. We maintain our own manufacturing certifications, and we also have GMP for sport. We have comprehensive audits. We do have 2 a year that are not scheduled, they just pop up. And we are regulated by the Oregon Department of Agriculture. So ODA regulates our product manufacturing, and of course the US FDA. And then our product certifications, all of our products are USDA organic, halal, kosher. We do have all of our products vegan as well. So I'm going to have Dr. Tracey and Dr. Kahn on just closing remarks on New Earth and the wild superfood that we just went over.
Joel Kahn, cardiologist, just I get excited when I see excellent nutrition and science to back it. And again, there's over 30 peer-reviewed scientific publications that back that. This is just a great add-on for our own personal health. It's a great add-on for our patients. Maybe they're in optimal health, we want to maintain it. And maybe they are struggling and they are suffering from oxidative stress, inflammation. some immune dysfunction, kind of the three pillars that drive most diseases. And the fact that this can address all three of those pillars: oxidative stress, inflammation, and immune dysfunction in the matter we talked about is excellent. So I welcome being part of the New Earth team, and thank you for listening tonight.
Yes, thank you all for joining us. And with all of the innovations in medicines, natural medicines, supplements, pharmaceuticals, drugs, and science, I think it's important that we don't forget, one of our most ancient superfoods in ASA, and go back to what was created by nature, what's been backed by science. And I hope that this information is helpful as we incorporate natural dietary supplements into our protocols, with the goal of improving the health and well-being of people through the power of superfoods.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Kahn and Dr. Tracey, and then of course, Tracey with New Earth for allowing us to present this new product on the platform. And all of our studies are located on newearthpro.com. And I'll also put our contact information here, Dr. Kahn's website, as well as Tracey's email and mine as well. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.